Federal and local authorities are responding to several major developments affecting public safety across the United States. Investigations are underway involving a missing elderly woman, changes in federal law enforcement deployment after civil unrest, and alarming claims connected to an alleged illegal biolaboratory discovered inside a residential property. Law enforcement officials confirmed that federal investigators have increased manpower to assist local agencies in the search for Nancy Guthrie. Additional resources were deployed to expand search operations, review surveillance and digital evidence, and manage a growing number of public tips as the case continues to evolve. Investigators say the decision to add personnel reflects the seriousness of the situation and the need for rapid coordination. Authorities have not released suspect details, citing the active nature of the investigation. Officials continue to encourage anyone with relevant information to contact law enforcement immediately. The case has drawn widespread attention due to concerns related to age and safety. Search teams are adjusting strategies daily based on new information. Officials stress that all credible leads are being evaluated carefully as efforts remain focused on locating the missing woman as quickly as possible. In Minnesota, federal officials announced a significant reduction in enforcement presence following weeks of protests and public unrest. The move comes after two deadly shootings, heightened tensions, and sparked debate over federal involvement in local security operations. Officials stated that approximately 700 federal agents will be withdrawn as part of an operational reassessment. Remaining personnel will continue working on priority assignments while state and local authorities take the lead on community safety and crowd management responsibilities. Protests intensified in response to the shootings, leading to calls for accountability and transparency. Community leaders have urged calm while demanding clear communication from authorities. Officials say they are monitoring conditions closely to prevent further violence or escalation. The reduction in federal presence has received mixed reactions. Some view it as a step toward easing tensions, while others express concern about reduced enforcement capacity. Authorities emphasize that decisions are guided by ongoing risk assessments and intelligence evaluations. In a separate case, investigators in Las Vegas are examining evidence seized from an alleged illegal biolab operating inside a residential home. Officials say the discovery raised immediate red flags regarding public health, safety, compliance, and possible criminal violations. Court documents allege that several employees of the property management company became seriously ill after entering a garage connected to the home. Workers reported sudden symptoms that prompted an emergency response and further investigation by health and safety officials. Authorities secured the property and limited access as a precautionary measure. Specialized response teams were deployed to assess potential hazards and safely collect evidence. Officials prioritized minimizing risk to nearby residents and first responders during the operation. Investigators are reviewing lab equipment, materials, and electronic records recovered from the site. Officials say the evidence will help determine the scope of activity and whether charges will be filed. The investigation remains active as testing and analysis continue. Health officials say there is currently no confirmed threat to the surrounding community. However, monitoring efforts remain in place while scientific evaluations are completed. Residents have been advised to follow official guidance and avoid speculation. Authorities are examining how the alleged lab operated without detection in a residential area. Investigators are reviewing oversight procedures and potential regulatory failures that may have allowed the operation to continue unnoticed. Across all cases, officials stress the importance of cooperation between federal, state, and local agencies. Coordinated responses are described as essential for managing complex investigations and protecting public safety. Law enforcement leaders say staffing increases or reductions are strategic decisions based on real-time conditions. Flexibility allows agencies to respond efficiently while balancing enforcement needs with community concerns. Public attention surrounding these developments highlights challenges facing authorities nationwide. High-profile cases require careful communication to ensure accurate information reaches the public without compromising. Investigations, officials emphasize the value of public cooperation in missing person cases. Tips from community members are often critical and are reviewed thoroughly. Authorities remind the public that timely reporting can make a significant difference. In Minnesota, efforts are ongoing to restore trust between communities and law enforcement. Officials say dialogue and transparency remain key to reducing tensions and preventing further unrest. The Las Vegas case underscores concerns about unauthorized operations posing health and environmental risks. Authorities warn that illegal labs can endanger workers, residents, and emergency responders. Legal experts note that investigations involving hazardous materials often require extensive testing and documentation. Establishing responsibility and intent is a detailed process that can take significant time. Officials caution against drawing conclusions before investigations are complete. Verified findings will be released as evidence is reviewed and legal thresholds are met. Authorities continue tracking developments in all three cases. Investigators remain active, and additional updates are expected as more information becomes available. These situations reflect broader national challenges involving public safety, enforcement decisions, and regulatory oversight. Officials say adaptability and accountability are essential in addressing such issues. Public officials encourage people to rely on verified information from official sources. Accurate reporting helps prevent misinformation and supports responsible community response. Emergency services and investigative teams remain on standby where needed. Authorities say preparedness is key to responding effectively as circumstances evolve. Shifts in enforcement strategy demonstrate how quickly conditions can change. Officials emphasize that decisions are continually reassessed to match current risks and needs. Residents affected by these developments are encouraged to report concerns through proper channels. Cooperation strengthens public safety and supports lawful outcomes. Authorities say transparency and communication will continue as investigations progress. Maintaining public trust remains a priority throughout each case. Further updates on these developing stories will be shared as verified information becomes available, with investigators continuing their work to ensure public safety and accountability nationwide.